What up? We're back to making poems. Last time, what did we do? We helped Sayori button up her jacket, and Natsuki said Yuri was patting her bra. Good times, guys. What I think I've learned is that depending on the word I pick, they'll like it. So simple word like boop. Yeah, she will like it. So then something like broken should be for Yuri. Okay. Not quite there. We'll get there. I believe in myself. How extraordinary will be for her, though. Or not. Yuri, I don't know. Whatever. Hard to beat. Depression. So, Sayori likes feelings. Electricity. There we go. Where'd it go? Always pick suicide and death. Why did she jump? Marshmallow? Fickle. Cry. Hop, dazzle, alone. This music is a jam. Graveyard. Inferno. Smile. Okay. Pout. Influgent. Okay, so a lot of these words are coming up again. Romance. Okay. Amine. Alright. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. Hell yeah. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, dumbass! Oh boy, her voice hurts my throat the most. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simplest things with you anyway. Yeah, 'cause you're simple, bitch. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? I need your money. I'm gonna mug you in the hallway. I'll shake you, bitch. Stab, stab. No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? She was gonna make me pay for it, huh? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just want to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She pummels with the latch and gets it open. Then turns it upside down and its contents spill on the desk. 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How do you even know? It's simple. It's elementary. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves one option. Wow! I give up! Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face isn't in her book. I almost thought body, as always. I wasn't listening. I wasn't listening or anything. I was just studying in my book. Yuri! Tell dumbass to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. There you go. Be responsible. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I'm pretty sure that's not your book. Ugh. Ah! I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. Yeah, the fun side where you're a bitch. Well, actually, no, she's more spitting facts. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the retribution. That. Still, coming for you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. What? You want to come if it weren't for the cupcakes? So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on. Give me more credit than that, Sayori. Oh, did I just slap the bitch? Ah! Oh, no, there is something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Oh. Ow! What was... a cookie! Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you! I'm so happy! Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasped her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue! Shit! You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Oh, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? It's fucking vanilla. Stop being a pleb. Fine. Still, I'm really happy you shared this one with me. Why does Sayori always go behind Natsuki? Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Oh, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up and nudges Sayori off her. Home. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a big bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Woo-hoo! Mouthful, Sayori trots off to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, could you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Oh. Ugh. Where's Monica anyway? Oh, I forgot that I give her a bitchy voice. I like it. Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me! Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay! Of course she's okay. She's probably just has something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than than all of us combined. Whoa, that's some low standards. That's true. Excuse me? Yeah, speak for yourselves. Suddenly the door swings open. Oh, what was Monica's? Sorry! I'm super sorry! Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Ah, never mind that. What held you up anyway? Ah. Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. Oh. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Ah. Piano player, got it. Piano? Yes, she just said piano. I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. So she's what? Pretty athletic, smart, and musically inclined? Jesus. She's like the perfect student. Ah, I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That is so cool! You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, dumbass. Monica smiles sweetly. Ah, I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Aha! Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share my skills. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose to leave Sarah's mischievous escapade out. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sarah somehow already finished her entire cookie. How big was that cookie? Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Where are we going? Oh, yay. Dumbass! Dumbass! Sarah suddenly comes up to me. I'm going to get some supplies from the other classroom. Want to come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival is coming up? Me and Monica are going to make some posters and stuff. So I need to go find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. Ah, I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Ah, are you going with Dumbass to get supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. Oh, but I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay! Ready, dumbass? Yep, let's go. Sure. Sarah and I exit the club room. I follow behind as Sarah hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Yeah, who skips? Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't worry. Is that so? Yep. We're gonna do poetry performances. A performance? Of what kind? Well, it's poetry performance. You read out poetry. Everyone is gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. Exactly. Ah, that sounds kind of dull. Dumbass! You're not thinking about it in the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems. It's about performing them. Like you say the lines of the poems like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moments between my fingers. But to what end have I summoned this joy? From now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that! Sorry. How do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. You meanie! I'm working super hard on this, you know. I know. I just mean that it's a pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Don't say that! It's embarrassing! But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess. I'm so excited! The festival is going to be so much fun! Suri spins herself around in the hallway again. Hey, dumbass, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Suri like this, but in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hole myself in my room more and more. So adventuring with Yuri brings out a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us enter the classroom. Sirius heads straight for the closet, and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons! Sarah pulls out a full box of crayons from off the shelf. They're the breast band too. Non-name brand crayons. They're kind of dirty though. Sarah starts to pull various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted. We still need to find. Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Shut the fuck up. Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. Oh, I dropped one by accident. Smack? Yeah! Terry bends over and smacks her forehead right in the shelf. That is something I would 1,000% do. Like, I am so bad about that. It's ridiculous. Actually, fun fact, whenever I recycle, I hit my head on the shelf and cut it open half the time. She bends onto the floor, the crayons spill all over her lap. Ow, 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 ow. You okay? My forehead! Sarah clutches her forehead. Geez, Sayori. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Sarah is sitting on the floor. I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hand, Sayori. But it hurts! Just do it for a second. Oh, we're fine. Sarah slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow! Sorry. That's a huge red mark at the center of her forehead. Yep, that's... I guess I really resonate with Sayori. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Dumbass! Where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even wincing from the pain, Sarah makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay! I pat Sarah on the shoulder and run out of the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? Doesn't really matter since we'll use an ice pack rather than a drink, but I know Sarah likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In a moment, I'm already returning to classroom where I left Sayori. Oh. This is some cute-ass music. She has one palm to her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. Yes. At least they were already in the wrong spot before I spilled them. Sarah, here. I hand her the bottle of apple juice. There we go. That's a cool-ass bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sarah opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sarah, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Ah! Sorry, I forgot. Ah! How hard did you hit your head? A lot! Sarah places the bottle against the bump on her head. It stings! Geez, bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, dumbass! This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on things you did. But sometimes, when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump. With the way I'm sitting, you can almost see my underwear. And I would start crying really hard. Then you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know. Did I really do that? How do you not remember? Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kinda like this time too. What? How is this your fault? If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Oh, I guess. Dumbass! I didn't think you realized, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years, you're rushing to help me even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that. I'm supposed to be a big manly man. Or whatever. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you're being friends for so long. And your friend acts like a child, usually. That's also why you might do that. Really? Maybe you're right. Dumbass. I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Nothing lasts forever, Sayori. No worries. Forever. If I'm honest with myself, there's no telling where we'll each end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. Well, I hope so. It's been this long already, hasn't it? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are high up. I'm so happy! Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. Well, can't see the other. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her in deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know. Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. See, you can't see shit. Sayori pops to her feet. Ah! She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Oh, woo! Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I find myself enjoying this way more than I should. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try and hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Ah, you're back. Yes. Good timing. I was about ready to start with sharing our poems. Sayori, your forehead. She's fine, don't worry about it. Shut up. I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead in the shelf. Well, anyway. Were you able to find everything we needed? Uh-huh, I have it right. Oh, shit. I forgot all this stuff. Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper too. Ahaha! Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, dumbass. Ah, well, Sayori, I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made it an adventure. Yeah, that. Ah, okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone, are you ready to share your poems? Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Anyway, I like these. I'm really gunning for Sayori. I like Sayori and then Yuri. Monica and Natsuki are kind of meh. Let's go with Sayori. Hi. Dumbass! I really love your poem. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything. But your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too? You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so... No way! Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Oh! Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you're really an expressive person, I guess. Totally not flirting. I just really clumsily. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking! Let's not talk about that. So yeah. I guess what I'm saying is that I feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, Sayori. I pat Sayori's head. Hey! I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, dumbass. Will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it. Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Oh, Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Oh, shit! Now I look desperate. Sigh. Wait, why is that in quotations? Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we get home. Really? Snap. Oh! I broke my pencil! God damn it! You gotta imagine the pencils in my hands. Sarah hastily bends down to pick up the pencil she dropped. But being inattentive, she bumps right in. Oh, I thought she was gonna hit her head again. Sorry! It's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sarah clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. I gave myself a concussion. Let's sit down. Yeah! So I grab Sarah and help her sit down at the desk. Anyway, I still have to read your poem. Oh! Sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. Ew. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Ah. Like balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle. All in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel certain ways. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams, friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my finger goes, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. Oh. So if I'm reading this right, she's taking out her happiness and giving it to her friends. I blow off my bottle caps. Blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come, in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after another, holding them out to each and every friend. Each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They're supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Oh. Sarah, you doing okay? Holy crap. Sarah, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica told me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah! Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sarah's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those things. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Let's go see Monica. She's always got some kind of tip. Hi again, dumbass. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going too bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Yeah, sure, here. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. We're Sunny and Cher, I promise. Aha, that's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her in the club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... Aha, I'm just teasing. I know it takes a lot of time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. As you can talk to... And you can talk to me every now and then, too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's not like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah! I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, right. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright? Oh, alright, let's take a look. Save me. Oh boy. This is gonna be dark and depressing too, like bottles. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. What the fuck is that for? Why is that there? Like playing a chalkboard on a truthable. Turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. There's more? Load me. I don't like that. What, it's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you didn't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of a thing I'd never really seen before, I guess. I don't do poem a lot, you know. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Aha! Sometimes asking what a poem about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day! Sometimes you find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Wait, what? You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? I'm just gonna... yeah. What am I even talking about? Ahaha! That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. That wasn't a writing tip. Let's go with Natsuki. Well, it's not any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Whew! Huh? Oh, phew! What? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that's a compliment. Glad you see someone who recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Yeah, but we won't tell her that. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. Hey, you think so? You think she'll like it? Yeah, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might even say you're on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That's a little unnecessary and a little bitchy. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away. Like letting go of a balloon. You could probably say we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Ickly, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried to not let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world's better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. So I guess she's writing about how you shouldn't judge somebody over one little thing. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of the poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. Okay, so she has issues too. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people found out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that's just what makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that, and I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. But conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Okay, Yuri. Let's see what you've written for me today. Her voice changes all the time. Well done, dumbass. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming for you, that means a lot. Yeah, it's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. Ooh. I know you're new to this, so I skipped. Sorry. Hold on. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have an example of it if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that the raccoon is fed while always coming back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, rage? No. Urge. Got it. I don't read cursive very much. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife, the very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. That raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to seeing each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently. So my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feel myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can begin to imagine what the poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery, whatever, and conveying emotion through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge in more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things that I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. It's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? She did. Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seems like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit in front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we could put anything good together in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I have designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Yay! Okay, that's great. No, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance. I'm gonna guess they're not gonna be into it. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we also get to let anyone else come up and recite the poems too. Sayori is putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. You really didn't think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. I remember that Natsuki and Yuri never shared their poems with anyone until a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask people to recite their poems out loud to a whole room of people. I guess I kind of overlooked this, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. I also hate Well, actually, it's very interesting that they're all standing, like, slightly angled, and Monica's just face forward. I keep pointing this out. It's just interesting. It's different. They're the ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what the literature club is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others, to inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Ryuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a bit. Well, maybe, but looks like Natsuki doesn't have any argument left. Ugh. Okay, fine. I guess I'll have to get it over with. Alright! Whew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around the room for everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri! This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica! This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through a notebook to a specific poem she had in mind. She then stands behind the podium. The title of the poem is The Way They Fly. Monica keeps reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflections is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply motion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is it simply just a natural? I glance around. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes her recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Huh? Yuri is fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her fingers and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri! It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. What? Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns, and it's structure that she enumerates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the rolling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she finishes. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around, as if she was bewildered even by herself. Alright. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards, and Yuri gives me recognition she deserves. It's not that we don't want to applaud her, but we're caught off guard, that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops on the chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one is called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sorry. Oh, Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror, or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come off the best way that way.
I see. Okay then.
So here begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on a paper, I probably wouldn't think of it much of it. But hearing it from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew, through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori.
Even Dumbass liked it! I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery.
I don't really understand.
In other words, I would have seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I know what you mean. As well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone.
The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know.
Okay.
Who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Dumbass. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Dumbass lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it.
Natsuki!
It's fine. Might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyways. Sorry I'm not really good as everyone else. Don't worry much about it or whatever. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that I'll prove over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets up out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting their poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. You know, like she's rapping. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken out loud. Words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. I wonder if that's why it's titled Jump! Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. It's called Jump because it's actually jump around. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people would be way easier. I could put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing.
That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me.
Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club anyway. Makes me really happy. What? Her hair is really long. I just noticed this. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really well so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and we'll have the week to prepare. Monday's the big day. I cannot wait!
I can do this. I can do this.
Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Soriori and Monica, but I'll do my best and get through it. If it's for the sake of the club. And impressing Monica. Then I'll have to do my best.
Ready?
Oh, ready to go, Sayori?
Yep.
Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it.
It must be a little nice, though.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, dumbass. You don't have to say it.
Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori.
Sorry, I was spacing out.
Ah, no wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... I mean...
Sayori fumbles with her words.
So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Walk home with Sayori, because she's on the way anyway. I don't know where Yuri is, and she's alright. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri?
But she's so beautiful and smart.
Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you.
You're so silly, dumbass. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so...
Sayori, I really made up my mind. I really can't figure out you sometimes.
Sorry.
Besides, that's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen. The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care about so much. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what'll happen in that time? Are we writing poems? I don't know if this song's bop. But I'm gonna leave that recording here for now. Because I think it's this end here is a very good spot to just end off.